Being an R&B group from Wheatley Heights, New York, currently made up of four brothers Andre Lamont, Sherman Dalrymple, Brian Augustus, and Jason Oliver, Soul for Real is popular for their songs titled Every Little Thing I Do and Candy Rain. After their third album titled Heat was released in 1999, we've not really heard much from them, which begs the question, what happened to Soul for Real? Hello everyone and welcome to True Celebrity Stories. Today we're going to talk about the American R&B group called Soul for Real. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to be updated when we post new content. Career beginning. Formed in 1992, this group signed a deal with Uptown Records and released their debut album in 1995 titled Candy Rain. This album, produced by Heavy D, was also the same title as the first track. This song hit number 1 on the Billboard R&B songs and hit number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. The second song, titled Every Little Thing I Do, clinched number 11 on the Hot R&B and number 17 on the Hot 100 chart. A third single, which was released titled If You Want It, hit number 53 on the R&B charts. After going on multiple tours, they started to work on their second album titled For Life, which was produced by Sean Combs and released on the 24th of September 1996. This album hit number 99 on the Billboard R&B charts and number 119 on the Billboard 200. The first song there was titled Never Felt This Way, which was not well received by the fans. However, the second song on the album, titled Love You So, hit number 64 on the Hot R&B hip hop songs in 1997. Advancement. While still being taught by Heavy D, they moved on to Chrome Dome Records to record their third album titled Heat. After their music distribution deal with Tommy Boy Music did not go so well, and Warlock Records took over their distribution and released their album on the 18th of May 1989. The album did not do so well on the charts, and only one single titled Can't Wait was good enough. In 2003, Aljoba Music Group was formed by the label, and in 2007, Soul for Real started working on their fourth album, which was to be titled The Unknown. Shortly after that, they released their single titled One Man that featured Jada Kiss, which was later released that year. Brian Dalrymple was indicted on 145 counts of aggravated identity fraud in 2009. None of his band members were involved, but he still ended up being arrested, and his other three band members, Jason, KD, and Chalk, continued on as Soul for Real. They made an announcement in 2012 stating that they were working on their fourth studio album, and they announced the tentative title of the album, which was The Evolution Journey. After this, they also released a new single titled Can't Leave You Alone, and that same year, the youngest member decided to go solo, taking the name Jassy for Real. In 2016, they released the new single titled Love Again, and Jace released a single on his own titled If You Feel Like Me, the mixtape. In 2019, they released two holiday songs titled Christmas Time Is Here and Silent Night. In 2020, they issued their first single in 4 years titled Love on Me, not too long after Jace released his single titled Do Better. Solo career. Jason. Jason is the lead singer of Soul for Real. He's most popular for being the lead singer on their song titled Candy Rain, which also has the same name as the album. After a while, he decided to pursue a career on his own, releasing 3 albums that they describe as sexy and clever with a touch of love and life. Apart from this, Jason also has his own production company, which is based in Atlanta, Georgia, and also has his record label BEA Music Entertainment, on which he plans to release songs and collaborations with other artists. Chris. Chris is popular for being the lead singer on the song titled Every Little Thing I Do. He pursued a solo career in 2001 and released his own song titled Crazy, which was not successful at all. Later, August 2001, he released another single titled Make My Move, and this song has the same results as the single of the album, which was not released, titled Chocolat. Because of this disappointment, he strayed away from music for a while and started to focus on his personal life. In 2017, he tried to make a comeback and released another single titled Want You to Know, and also released another single titled American Girl later that year. Brian. Well, not much is known about this guy, but we do know that he lives with his wife in Atlanta, Georgia, and is the owner of Naomi's Caribbean Cuisine. Andre. In early 2000, Andre ran a production company on his own, known as Uncle Dre Day Embroideries LLC. On his MySpace account, he released some music under a different name known as Uncle Dre, and Dre nowadays is called KD. Who is Heavy D? Dwight Arrington Myers, popularly known as Heavy D, was an American rapper, singer, and record producer who was the previous leader of Heavy D and the Boys, which was a group that had background vocalists and a lot of dancers. Some of the vocalists included DJ G, Wiz, and T Teddy Roy. This group was able to capture the hearts of a large number of people throughout the 1990s. The 5 albums released by this group were produced by Marley Marl DJ, Premier, and Teddy Riley. Myers also released 4 albums on his phone and discovered Monifah and Soul for Real. The issue with Heavy D. During a recent interview with The Breakfast Club, the 4 members of Soul for Real started to talk about how they got their record deal with Uptown Records and the kind of relationship they had with Heavy D, who took part in the production of their first album. Slinging along with them hits like Every Little Thing I Do, the group was wanted by every record label, although this did not last very long. According to the members of the group, they had a little argument with Heavy D concerning the remix of the song titled Every Little Thing I Do. In this argument, Jason wanted to sing the lead instead of Chris, who had already sung the lead on the original version. These arguments led to little or no promotion, and they finally lost their contract and all their royalties were taken away from them. They tried asking Heavy D for help, but he did not answer them at all. Later during this interview, they also mentioned that they were not so keen on the song Candy Rain, and it later became their biggest hit, topping the Billboard Hot R&B songs, clinching number 2 on the Hot 100 chart. After Heavy D passed away on the 8th of November 2011 at the age of 44, a lot of people had a premonition that pneumonia was the cause, but after an autopsy report which was conducted on the 27th of December 2011, it was discovered that he died because of pulmonary embolism. It was also discovered that he died of a pulmonary embolism that escaped from the deep vein thrombosis in his leg. His heart disease was also one of the causes of his death. The chief of the Los Angeles County Department of Coroner said that the blood clot which resulted in a pulmonary embolism was not likely from an airplane ride that was very long. The team Soul for Real stopped by the Breakfast Club on a Thursday and they did not look so happy that Heavy D was gone. They also gave full details about how they became famous and also talked about how they lost most of their fame because Heavy D, who helped them so much in the music industry, had passed away. What do you think about all of this? These guys look like they've seen way better days. Before you leave, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on new content about your favorite celebrities. See you soon!